everyone. Thank you for interacting with my question. There was a poll I'd post. A lot of people said that you need help with financial planning. So here I'm going to go and give it a go and give you simple financial planning techniques and what I use to do my own financial planning. Now, I know this might be very simple and might be very effective. If you've already gone through this stuff, and I'll just maybe scroll through the video and take a look at what the sabotage is at the end, how people do end up like not following their plan and not following through, because this is a very important component of why people don't get there, because it's easy enough. It's something that we all should do and get to, but we are not getting there because of various hurdles and roadblocks in the way. So you can scroll to the end if the content in the middle is quite basic for you. But I'm just going to go through it so that all of us understand and plan effectively. And if we are in the later age, we are already doing it. But this can help other people plan and amplify that effect, because it's a very simple process, yet many people are not doing it. Many people are heavily in debt. Many people don't know how to cut expenses and stuff. So I'm going to do like a series. So thank you everyone for like engaging with it, giving me that feedback, and let's get into it. Now, all you need for the $1 million plan are 3 simple things: financial discipline, a saving mindset, and somewhat of a boring finance. Don't play around with things too much. Just use a tried and tested methodology, something like ETF investing in like the index, investing in funds. If you have the skill, great, invest in stocks, invest in other things. But if you don't, like simple ETF investing will get you there. And series of skills help get like an average person there. It's not difficult. All of us can do it. So you just need the financial discipline, saving mindset, boring finance. But a lot of people don't do this, which is why I'm getting into like how we can do this in a simple, tried, tested way. Okay, now here is something very important what I want to say, because starting really early and starting late, you just see what the difference is. If you start at 18, now we are assuming an 8% yearly return to get to $1 million, and the retirement age is 60. So I apologize, I've not put 60 on the screen, but we assume 8% yearly returns. So when you look at the starting age being 18, we just see that a monthly payment of $265 is enough. And we look at a 42-year horizon, we see that the principal is $133,000, $133,230, and the returns are almost 6 times, adjusted for like compounded, adjusted for payments over time. So just think about that. Like if you start at 18 versus 40, you're getting 6 times returns. Whereas if you start at 40, I'm sorry, my face is covering this, but it's 1.33. You see the principal is 420K roughly, and the returns are 580K on your portfolio. So just by starting early, giving it 42 years instead of 20 years, you make a 6x return on the principal that you've put in, rather than a 1.33x return. Now, which is better, which is more comfortable? And also if you start at 40, just look at the payments. You're putting at $1,757 a month in payments. That's almost 7 times what's needed. You're putting in 7 times more. That's so much harder to do. There'll be so much stress, because at the age of 40, you're not accounting for the various obligations you might have. You might have a partner, you might have to support children, you might have other expenses such as a house, such as repairs. There might be so many expenses which are not there at 18 and 25. Take advantage of that. Now, just going through this chart really quickly, at 18, the payment is $265. At 25, we just see how if you let 7 years pass, we're almost doubling the monthly payment. It's so much more money that you have to put in to get those returns. And if you start mid-career, 33, it's almost $1,000. You're almost doubling it again. I'm 33 right now. I'm very happy that I started my financial planning at 22 or 23, which helped me in these 10 years amass like a portfolio so that I'm not too stressed about my journey. Even though I've gone and got an MBA, which is expensive, I'm still able to be on track. I'm still not too worried about my debt. But if I started now, I would be very, very worried. How am I going to pay off my debt, and how am I going to get those returns? You see at 33, it's only a 2.35x return. The principal is like 300k, 700k is the return. So it's a much lower return than when you start at 25 or 18. And when you start at 40, you just look at the principal over time, it's 420k, but the returns are 580k. That's it. 1.35x, that's a really low return. Wouldn't you want to do this work at 18? Like a simple ATF or a simple index fund would have given you 8% over time. Like, it doesn't matter the country, US, India, China, there's so many indices which have done exceedingly well with the low interest rates that were there till the beginning of last year. So this is something very important that we need to understand and implement in our daily life, in our portfolios. It's not important to identify 10 outliers which will make your portfolio grow by 9, 10, 20%. You can do that in another fund. You can earn more money and invest it. If you have extra surplus money, it will take care of the returns on its own. So let's not try and complicate things too much. Follow a simple system. Like, if you're managing your portfolio yourself, you can generate more than these returns. That is phenomenal and that is amazing. People who've taken my training and my course have given me this feedback. But for those people that haven't been able to educate themselves, that don't have the time for it, because that's very important. If you're busy running a job, if you're busy with like 12, 15-hour days, you might not have the time to keep investing and keep actively monitoring your portfolio. Keep investing in the ETF or whatever fund that is, or mutual fund, or speak to a financial consultant. It'll really make your life simple and easy. And when those rainy days come, when that retirement comes, you'll have enough money. Okay, I think I've spoken enough about this. Let me go to the next slide. This is a simple example of that calculator. I'm going to link it in the comments, but the retirement calculator, the link I had posted earlier, like if I just sorry, the link that I had posted earlier in the previous slide, like it's there in the video. Please do check it out. And I've just given this example like of 40, and then you plan your retirement at 60, you need $1 million, and you don't have any savings. You start from scratch at 40. The average investment return is 8% across. So you just look at this, it gives 1757, the amount we were talking about, and that's just a roughly breakup. So you can go and play with this calculator. It really helped me out just in order to help me build my own Excel and my own model. So take it, like whether you want to do it on pen and paper or Excel, there's various ways you can do it, but do it in a way you're comfortable with. Now, the main important thing, if you skipped and come to this video, definitely pay attention to this part, because this is one of the most important parts where a lot of self-sabotage occurs. Now, the first main thing is complete lack of planning. There's no savings. People are living in debt. People are living paycheck to paycheck. There's no emergency fund being created. Please have a financial plan. Like, if you don't like what I'm saying, maybe go to a financial planner. They'll be an expert, but please have a financial plan. You need to have some savings. You should not be living in debt. It's a very difficult thing to do. It's a very challenging thing to do, and it psychologically messes you up. If you're taking debt to educate yourself, that's different. If you're taking debt to grow your business, and the debt is being taken in a measured way, and you have assets to back it up, that's good debt to have. But if you're just taking debt to fund your lifestyle and stuff, it's going to catch up with us, and the results aren't very good in most cases. So please plan properly. Have a savings plan to begin with. Have income. Have your expenses that are much lower than income, as low as you can go. Have a savings. Start building your investments. That's the key. Don't get peer pressured. Don't look at what other people are doing. Stay in a peer group and a network which is financially savvy. It's going to help you out tremendously in ways you won't even know. Okay? A lot of other self-sabotage occurs because people start trading. They don't learn about trading, but they trade. They start going futures, they start going options, they start becoming day traders, they started going long, short, and like all these kinds of strategies. Remember, whoever is a pro in this, whoever has learned this, who's able to generate high returns, they are experienced professionals. They have lost a lot of money, which they don't talk about. Most people don't talk about it. Why? Why should we talk about our failures? It's all about talking about successes, right? We don't want to talk about our failures. So because we only want to talk about our successes, That becomes what we see, and we see a certain outlier group. We only see the people that are successful and we think we can become like that. But no, trading is a hard activity. Think about it this way: a pilot goes through a lot of training to be able to fly an aircraft. A doctor goes through tremendous training to be able to operate on a patient. It's similar with the trader. To be a profitable trader, they go through a series of trainings, and if that's not enough, they lose a lot of money in the market and then they come back. Very few people can do this effectively. It's not for everyone. If you're doing this, educate yourself, do it with a little bit of money which you can afford to lose. Okay? And you don't need to do this. Just remember, you can become a millionaire by saving effectively. You do not need to go and start trading and start trying to say, I need to generate more returns from this. Because everyone has a specialized skill set. Some people are engineers, some people are bankers, some people are clerks, some people are diplomats. Everyone has a different trajectory in life. Some people are artists. So don't try and overcomplicate things. If something's not for you, just follow the basic investment principle. Okay? It's not something you want to get too funny with or overcomplicated, because it's hard earned money at the end of the day. You worked really hard for the money. Just imagine how hard you worked for it. Or even if the money is coming from somewhere else, you're inheriting it. Imagine how hard that person has to have worked for that money. It's very, very important to understand this. The next thing we go to is not building skills to earn that money. As I was talking about earlier, everyone has a specialized skill set. Some people are very good investing in the stock market, so that is their skill set. Some people are very good in doing business analytics. They might work for a firm, they might freelance. Some people are really good at being artists. Some people are very good at doctors. Some people just freelance in a variety of fields. So whatever it is, build those skills to bring in the money. Focus on your strengths, focus on your passion that can be revenue generating, so that the money is coming in. That's the most important thing. Don't try and overcomplicate it and say that, okay, I learned trading and use trading to get in money. Everyone cannot do that. Whatever your skill set is, whether it's in commodities, whether it's just an artist, whether it's maybe in I don't know, like my skills to think of ways to earn a living are like different, but whether it's in like software development, it could be anything. Build those skills, build on your strengths to bring in that living. That's very important. And the most important thing, which a lot of people don't do, build a network and a community. Find a tribe, find like-minded people. It's very, very important. That has helped me tremendously. If you build a network, you have the like-minded people that are helping you out, motivating you, promoting great habits. You're going to learn from that. Think about what the rich people do. They have various other rich people around them and they associate with the most talented and driven people. If they can't do that with their time, they do it with money. So that's what we all need to do. We need to have that like-minded group and network which we can leverage and help build on. That's very important. And when we don't do this, we're just sabotaging our own growth, because like they say, if you're not going forward, you're going backwards. So go forward, practice how you can keep building your skills, how you can keep growing your professional network, and it'll immensely help you. How will it help you? Like, people keep asking, how will it help you? It'll help you because it'll free up your time. Like, if you have such a good professional network and you're able to finish things faster, what was taking you 5 hours, you finish in 1 hour. 4 hours of time has freed up in your life. You can spend that time with your loved ones. You can spend the time on a hobby. You'll have so much more free time. It's very important. We're trying to be financially free, but it's also going to create a lot of time in our life to do stuff which we didn't have the time for earlier. Okay, so let's get started. This is from the original template of the presentation. I didn't change it. The way to get started is quit talking, start doing. It's Walt Disney. Okay, let's get started. Let's go on that road. All right, thank you everyone. This is the part where YouTube tells me a lot of you drop off. I understand that, but if you're still watching the video, you are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Please like and subscribe. I hope these videos are helping you out. Please spread the word. I really appreciate it. I want my channel to grow. I want everyone to achieve financial literacy and financial freedom. And it definitely motivates me to create more and more of this useful content. And please let me know, like, what is your feedback? Let me know in the comments what I can do better and any information that might help you better. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you and bye.